So you're over 40, maybe even approaching 50, and you've heard it all, right? Eat this. Don't eat that. Just walk more. Have you tried keto? Oh, you're not doing keto? No wonder it's not working. And here's my favorite. Just check your BMI and you'll know if you're healthy. As if a 3-digit number calculated from some math formula could somehow know what your body's been through in the last 40 years.
Let's be real for a second. You're here because you're frustrated, right? You've been working hard, maybe even for a long time. You've tried diet after diet, workout program after workout program, and every time you see your doctor, they pull out that dreaded chart, BMI.
You know that one. That one that seems to imply that if you're not within normal range, there's something wrong with you.
And honestly, who signed up for that? But today, I'm going to dive into a question a lot of you might be asking yourselves. Is BMI even reliable for women who want to lose weight, especially those of us who aren't 25 anymore, whose bodies are changing with age, hormones, and well, life? Here's the thing. BMI, which stands for Body Mass Index, has been around since the 19th century. Yep, you heard that right, my dear. This thing that your doctor or your health app keeps using to tell you whether or not you're healthy was created more than a century ago. And do you know who it was created for? Men. And do you know what they weren't thinking about when they came up with it? Women's bodies, especially women over 40. So right off the bat, we're dealing with a tool that wasn't designed with you in mind. And let me guess, you've looked at your BMI before and thought, wait, this doesn't seem right. Maybe you're someone who's got a bit of muscle, maybe you work out regularly, and according to the BMI chart, you're considered overweight or even obese. You're looking at that little number thinking, oh, how is this possible? I'm healthier than I've been in years, but my BMI still says I'm unhealthy. Or maybe you're someone who's been on a weight loss journey and you've lost pounds, you're feeling stronger, your clothes are fitting better, but you check that BMI chart and it's like, nope, still overweight. And here's the thing about BMI. It doesn't consider your body composition at all. It doesn't care if you're strong, if you're active, if you're building muscle. Muscle has more density than fat, so on the scale, you'll absolutely weigh more the more muscle you have. But BMI doesn't care. All it knows is your weight and your height. That's it. 2 variables for something as complex as your health. Let me break it down with a little bit of science. But before we do, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Looking to get into the best shape of your life? I got you, girl. Scan the QR code you see on your screen to schedule your free clarity call. Want to get my best training and nutrition tips sent to you via email? Well, then get on my free email list. Scan the QR code or click the link down below. Did you know that a study in 2016 published in the International Journal of Obesity found that nearly half of the people labeled as overweight by their BMI were actually healthy based on other markers like cholesterol, blood pressure, and blood sugar? That's right, half of them. So basically, BMI was calling a whole lot of people unhealthy, when in reality, they weren't. Now, does this mean BMI is totally useless? Not exactly. It has its place as a very general guideline. If your BMI is way up in the obesity range, it might be a signal to pay attention to some things. But is it the whole picture? Absolutely not. So if BMI isn't the best way to track your progress, especially if you're a woman over 40, what should you be paying attention to? First off, let's talk about body composition. Instead of focusing on that BMI number, focus on your muscle to fat ratio. Muscle is your friend, especially as you age. Women start losing muscle mass after the age of 30, and this loss speeds up after 40. That's why strength training is so important. Building and maintaining muscle not only helps with fat loss, but it also helps with metabolism, bone density, and even keeping you injury-free as you get older. Another thing you should focus on, measurements. The tape measure never lies. You can be losing inches and gaining muscle without the scale or your BMI moving much at all. So pay attention to your waist, hips, arms, and legs. If your clothes are fitting better and you're feeling stronger, that's progress. That's what matters. And can we just talk about how weight fluctuates naturally? If you've been drinking more water, you could be holding on to water weight. If you've had a salty meal or it's that time of the month, yep, that scale's going to go up. And BMI doesn't care if you're holding water or if it's just a normal hormonal fluctuation. It's going to judge you based on whatever that number on the scale says. But your body is so much more dynamic than that. Now let's get into one of the most important things. how you feel. How is your energy? Do you feel strong? Are you sleeping well? How's your mood, mental clarity? These are all important markers of health that BMI will never be able to measure. You could have a normal BMI and still feel tired, stressed, and unhealthy because you're not getting the nutrition you need or not moving your body in a way that feels good. And speaking of nutrition, let's just clear something up. No matter what your BMI says, you need to be fueling your body with nutrient-dense foods. This doesn't mean cutting out entire food groups or starving yourself to get a lower number on the scale. No, what you need is balance. You need healthy fats, proteins, and yes, carbs. Carbs aren't the enemy, I promise. They fuel your brain, your muscles, and your workouts. You want to be strong, not skinny. And guess what? That strength doesn't come from obsessing over the scale or the BMI chart. The truth is, as women over 40, we've been bombarded for decades with all kinds of misinformation about what it means to be healthy, to lose weight, to be fit. But let's be smarter about this. Let's use tools that work for us, not against us. If you're building muscle, eating healthy, sleeping well, and your energy is up, I'd say you're doing pretty darn good, even if your BMI doesn't agree. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and completely ignore your doctor's advice, but take it all with a grain of salt. Ask for other health markers. Look at your cholesterol levels, your blood pressure, your blood sugar. These are things that tell you more about your health than BMI ever could. So here's the takeaway. BMI is just one small part of the picture, and it's not the best tool, especially for women over 40 who are on a journey to lose weight and get in the best shape of their lives. Your health is about so much more than a number on a chart. It's about how you feel, how your body is changing, and how strong you are becoming inside and out. Don't let that little number define you or your progress. Focus on what matters. Build muscle, nourish your body, and pay attention to how you feel. Your health and fitness journey is unique to you, and no outdated formula should ever make you feel like you're not good enough. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being healthy, strong, and confident in the body you have today, because that's what real health is all about.